It's been a month from today actually since I cut my hair, and I feel like I need to discuss why I cut it. Yeah, the last that y'all really heard from me, I think, was I know I was sharing my hair process of trying to achieve my red hair because I was working on healing my root chakra, and because the root chakra is connected to red, I wanted to constantly see red, and so that's why I wanted to dye my hair. That's why I did successfully dye my hair red. And then y'all hear some loud car noises. There's something going on with my car and I haven't gotten it figured out yet. I mean, I got it figured out and the part is here. It just arrived today, but I haven't had it fixed yet. So anyway, it just sounds like pretty loud. I think some people think healing is just black and white. It's really like up and down. It's a process, you know. 1 minute you're on the right track and you're you know, figuring things out about yourself. You're digging deep and trying to correct things that haven't been addressed from your past, and not to correct it as in like trying to go back in the past and try to fix it, but correcting it as in like connecting with that version of yourself and then giving yourself permission to let it go. So I was doing a lot of that. Then there's days when I'm not progressing, I'm regressing. I'm back in my old self, what I like to call my old self. I'm back in that depressive state. I'm back in that victim state of mind that, you know, things have happened to me and this is why I am who I am. Although that is true, people always say I'm so hard on myself. I am hard on myself. I do struggle giving myself compassion because I know that I can do better. I know that I'm strong enough that even though I've gone through some things, I'm still strong enough to get through them and to get over them. And sometimes part of mental illness is getting comfortable with the negative, identifying with it to the point where you don't really want to grow. You want to, but it's like you just feel stuck. Even though you don't want to be in that circumstance, it's familiar to you, it's comfortable, you know. And then our brain works in a way that you do something over and over and over and over and over again, it becomes a hardwire, and then it becomes harder to do something different. So think of when you've tried to break a habit. I have a bad habit of biting the skin on my lips and biting the inside of my cheeks. It's a coping mechanism for when I have really high anxiety, and I've been consciously trying to not do it anymore. And yeah, trying to not do something that you're just unconsciously doing all the time is very difficult. And so the same goes for anything, and in this case it would be you know, trying not to go back to my old thoughts, my old ways of being, I feel like I had to sneeze. It went away. Old toxic traits and you know, conditioned thoughts that you used to have. That's who I've been. And so when I'm consciously trying to be somebody else and to do better, it becomes a challenge. And sometimes I go back to my old ways unconsciously. Like, I'm not like knowing I'm doing it. It's just like a week later something happens, and then I'm forced to realize, like, oh shit, I've been depressed this whole time. I feel like I'm speaking in very vaguely because I don't really feel it necessary to explain everything to you guys. And I think that's just, I naturally have trust issues. So I think this is me not really knowing how I will be received, and knowing that I'm still fragile mentally and emotionally and spiritually and everything. And let's say a year from now, will I regret sharing too much? You start thinking about how these videos will be perceived long term. But what I will share with you is that I'm taking time to work on myself. I finally got a therapist. I've been wanting a therapist for the longest. So anyway, so what led me to cutting off my hair? What gave me the idea? I remember journaling. I was journaling a bunch. I was just getting all my thoughts out, and I can't remember exactly what like sparked the idea, but I just know that I wanted to just feel different. I was tired of that person. I was tired of seeing her in the mirror. And I think even wanting to dye my hair was subconsciously like what am I trying to say? It's like I was yearning for a change back then, and when I had the thought to change my hair to different colors related to each chakra as I was addressing each chakra, that was like me unconsciously wanting a change, wanting to be different, wanting to do something different, see something different, become different. And I didn't know that at the time. I thought I just had a cool idea to connect with each chakra by embracing the color that they represent. There's a deep-rooted reason truly behind why I see a ladybug on my windshield on the outside. Why I wanted to change my hair. I need to do more research. When people say when they, cutting your hair, not shaving it necessarily, but just getting a haircut or dyeing your hair, changing your hair, specifically for a woman, I've heard, when you yearn for that or when you're doing that, like expect that person is wanting a change. Expect that person wants transformation and wants to elevate in their life. So yeah, I wanted to change, and I knew that my hair was something that I was very attached to, not really realizing that I was. But your hair holds a lot of energy, a lot of memories, and I just wanted to release all of that. I just felt like it was heavy. It was weighing me down physically, but like really more so like spiritually weighing me down. And I just needed to let go and feel more free. And I just knew that that's what I needed. I'm not saying that cutting it off changed me completely and I did a whole 180 and I was totally healed from my childhood issues and then like relationship issues from, past relationships. But I knew that it would be a step toward healing and it would help expedite the healing process. When I go out in public, I feel more myself. I'm not in my ego. I'm not like what people think about me. I used to be very like aware of what people thought about me, and like I cared too much about what was going on out here. Now when I'm out in public, I'm just in my own zone, and I love this confidence. I feel invisible. I feel more liberated. I feel more myself. I feel more creative and more open to just being whoever I want. I feel like every day I can just create someone new and do just new things. Like I can go dance if I want to dance in public. Like, I don't know, I just feel different. That's exactly how I wanted to feel, because I knew that person was not me. Like, that's just a version of me that I was holding on to, all these conditionings, all these all this like way of being from like high school. And like I just knew that my hair was like keeping me tied to that version of myself, and so now there's a reset and I have a fresh slate. Again, I'm not saying that I'm healed. I'm still, unconscious of my privilege at times. I'm still just not seeing the bigger picture, getting lost in like my own thoughts and my own pride, and I'm still flawed as hell, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know I am. So anyway, hopefully I got my point across. I'm not really sure.